Hi, this is Marcy.
And this is Kaylin. Thank you for listening to the Spend Less to Live More show. But before we get started, we'd like to quickly tell you about Anchor.fm.
It's an app that has creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more.
You can even make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So please download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor.fm to get started.
Thanks. Now, on with the show.
Are you wondering how you're going to be able to pay for the high cost of college? Well, you're not alone, and you'll want to stick around to find the tax-free way for you to do just that. You're listening to the Spend Less to Live More show.
People, look out because there's a new ebook coming out on our website, and it's called the Family Financial Action Plan. It has tips on how to save and invest, family games, checklists to keep you on track with your money, and much more. So go to our website to get your instant download. And guess what? It's free. So come get your ebook today. Bye!
Welcome back to the show. We are going to real quickly play a game before we get into that wonderful savings vehicle I was talking about to help you save for college. And the reason we're going to play this game is because why, baby? Can you tell the folks in listening land why we are playing this particular game today?
Today is May the 4th.
May the 4th. Now, you are probably listening to this show not on May 4th because we like to plan ahead around here. So you're probably listening to this on a different day or maybe catching up on episodes you haven't listened to. So we still need your participation, folks, okay? So this is a really interactive game we're going to be playing today. We put some names in a little tin here, names from Star Wars. And how about we just say what they are so that our listeners will know what they're going to be doing. So we're going to tell you some names from or characters from that Star Wars movie or show. And you folks out in listening land are going to kind of determine in your own head what character you think we're going to pull out of this little container. Okay, you're going to get 2 chances.
I'll just tell you all of them. So there's Mandalorian, Baby Yoda, Rey, and Chewbacca, and R2-D2.
Right, okay. So again, that's Mandalorian, Rey, R2-D2, Chewbacca, and Baby Yoda. So you guys in listening land, you're going to think about which character it is that Kaylin's going to pull out of the container, okay? Drum roll. Think about what character you want her to pull out, and the first one is? Chewbacca. All right, so if you had Chewbacca in your head, you are correct. All right, so let's put Chewbacca out of the container. Do another drum roll. Now we're down to 4 other characters. Chewbacca's gone. Mix it up real well. And one fell out, so we're going to put that one in. Here we go. Kaylin's picking right now, and the next one is?
The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian. Okay, so if you guys chose Chewbacca or Mandalorian, congratulations. You just won the Spend Less to Live More May the 4th game show.
And you win $1,000.
Oh, I wish. I'm sure they wish they could use that to put in that savings vehicle that I was tempting them to learn more about in a second. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about it. It's a savings vehicle that puts money, kind of like investing in stocks, but the savings vehicle invests in things like ETFs. Do you know what an ETF is?
No clue.
Okay, an ETF is an exchange-traded fund. That's an acronym for exchange-traded fund. And mutual funds and other vehicles, other types of investments. And it grows in a particular way that I will tell all the adults out there in listening land all about. But for now, I will leave you with that. Sound good? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, baby.
Bye.
Okay. Let's talk about a date that is fast approaching. That is the 5-2-9 date. And you may have heard some marketing around this particular date, and that's because it's coinciding with the 529 plan. And this is our tax-free way of saving for college. This is an account that you can open that grows tax-free. Oh! It's spent tax-free. Oh! And can be used for educational purposes, including things like laptops. So, if you have a college-bound child, this is definitely something you want to look into. It can also be used to pay for private school, K through 12. Now, where should you open up a 529? Well, various places offer them, like banks, and you can also get them directly from states. But I recommend they be opened with the state plan for two reasons. Some states will allow you to take a state tax deduction. And number two reason I think you should open a 529 directly with a state is because you can avoid hefty management fees, commissions, and any other fees that might coincide with you opening up an account elsewhere. Now, you grandparents, or if you are a parent and you want to share this episode with your in-laws or your own parents, I suggest you listen up. And if you're a grandparent, please listen up. You can open up a 529 account for your grandchildren. And this is a win-win, in my opinion, because it allows the grandparent to help pay for college and begin transferring money out of your estate for the benefit of the grandchild. Also, there is another benefit for a grandparent to open up a 529 account. Due to new regulation, now the grandchild can still qualify for financial aid because the 529 is not in the parent's name. Now, let's talk downsides. If you need the money for any other purpose other than for education, then there's going to be a 10% penalty plus any taxes that are due on those earnings. So keep that in mind. But you can always change the beneficiary. You can even make the beneficiary yourself. If you want to go back to college or go to college and you never did, parents, grandparents, you can do that yourself. All right, and use that 529 to do so. So for instance, I think most of you will probably be using this for your children or grandchildren. So for instance, if your child doesn't end up going to college, you can change the beneficiary to a child that is going. So no harm, no foul. Just change the beneficiary. It's a quick fix that you can do online within a couple of seconds. So therefore, 529 still provide a nice amount of flexibility. Now, if you'd like to learn more ways on how to open up a 529 account, then mosey on over to our website, Spend Less to Live More. You'll see our article called How to Set Up a 529 in 4 Easy Steps. You can also find that article by plugging in 529 in the search box. And there is a guide to help provide easy steps for you, and you'll be able to open up a 529 in about 10 minutes or less. Okay, well, our goal is to make sure that you spend less time, energy, and money on the things that you do most, and I certainly hope today's show did just that. If you like our episode, please share it with your friends, and if you didn't, please keep it to yourself. All right, you guys, we will see you next time. Take care.